So for both of you, the subject is arranging birthday party of our kids, ignoring the Indian culture in ostentatious way, arranging huge party and all. Is it justifiable? What message we are giving to our kids? Let's go for the discussion for the topic and against the topic. Koushik, over to you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Our topic is birthday celebration is justifiable or not? I think in Indian context or Indian culture, there are 18 samskaras which we have to perform as an Indian citizen, and including that, the first or the foremost samskaras is Annoprashan, is the foreign connotation is birthday party celebration. It's the one type of giving importance to the male child or the female child. The Annoprashan is included in our religious scriptures. It's enough supporting views to support that the birthday celebration is justifiable in Indian context. Who are the don't support this system may be foreign, may be coming from another culture, but as an Indian citizen, I think that celebrating birthday celebration is one of the culture we have to practice in future. We had practiced in the past and we are practicing it now in present. So I think it is justifiable in our culture.
Before I say something against your opinion, I'd like to tell an example that few days back only, one of my students came to me and told me that, ma'am, tomorrow is my birthday and I'm going for giving some donation to some poor people. Now, let me tell that this is simply an example where the child is somehow convinced to believe that he or she has the access, he or she has the access to give something to others, and he or she has that power to dominate others. I mean, somewhere he or she feels that I am the controller, I can give someone others, and by doing that, he or she feels that they are the great people on this earth. So that's how I think that the great masses, their parents want them to believe, is not actually coming from them. It's actually misleading them somewhere. It's actually giving them wrong access to some situations. So if you ask me that arranging their birthdays in a grand gesture, is it justifiable? I would strongly oppose your opinion. I would say that no, it is not. Because birthday is a day where they can make us feel special. I mean, our parents can make us feel special, but giving all the things which we don't even need is showing them that they have access to each and everything which they do not work hard for.
Okay. What you opposing my views that you just heard about the one case and you are concluding the conclusion that it is the case for all. But I oppose that your sentence of construction because I don't think the one case is always applied for all of the children because I have many examples where children are inviting many of people irrespective of their caste, creed, religion and or any kind of gender. They celebrating their birthday by sharing their foods, by sharing their personal space in their house, and they don't discriminate about others' caste, others' sex, others' gender, others' religion, or the color. But when you put something such a discriminatory proposition that making or celebrating birthday party is so discriminatory that it will always include some kind of wealth or some kind of money. I think it is in your head, and you are not stating good points to support the views against your birthday party is not justifiable.
Okay, so let me first ask you that what do you think that we have done on that very day that we deserve so much attention, so much specialization only on this very day? What do you think? Did we just crack something bigger on that very day? Or like exactly what did we do that we deserve so much attention? What do you think?
I think that birthday celebration, it means that you have to grandeur celebration. You have to invite some 200 people or 300 people. You have to be like serving mutton or chicken to everyone, and you have to so decisive that you are making yourself that I'm that kind of person that birthday celebration is that grand gesture. But I think if you share something, if you share your space or food, or is it a chocolate, maybe a ice cream, maybe a food that you have in your it available in your house, though it is puffed rice, though it is a rice, it also be a celebration. But you have to come out from the concept that birthday celebration always includes some kinds of gestures, some kind of grandeur, some kind of 100 guests inviting someone, that kind of, I think.
Okay, so that's where I think that my main opposition stands on. Like on that very day, we do grand celebration. We celebrate our days with so many peoples. Yet, whenever you are facing some hardships in your life, that 100 people will not be there in your real life, in your problem. So, like how does it worth it that you celebrate your birthday on that very special day? You invite so many people, you wasted so many monies, and you do so many things on that day which is not even needed. And then suddenly, whenever you are in trouble, those 100 people are not there at all. So I think that that is somewhere meaningless or worthless thing to do. And as for Indian culture, you mentioned earlier that I'd like to say that in Indian culture, obviously we do celebrate rice ceremony, we do celebrate some kind of birthdays and all, but there are some other traditions that we follow. We follow the tradition of giving blessings, like in Bengali we call it Ashirvad. So on that very day, our elders they give us blessings, and also there are some home cooked food that we take, especially pies we take. But in these days, if you go through social media, you can see that on that very day, people are their tendency is to show more than to live exactly on that very day. Like you will see that people posting cutting 3 to 4 cakes on that very day. They're celebrating going in a restaurant. They're not celebrating their times with their family members at all. So I think that in this modern era, we really like to live in a full paradise, or maybe we are more our tendency is to live on social media than to live in real life. So I think that at the end of the day, celebrating our birthdays with those grand gestures and all is not at all necessary. It is all meaningless. And instead, if you are saving that money, if you are doing something meaningful instead of doing grand gestures or celebration, I think that will be somewhere meaningful at all. And I think that following your cultures can be done in a normal way too, like showing any grand gestures or celebrating in a restaurant and maybe posting so many photos over social media does not reflect your traditions. I feel if you really want to follow your culture, if you really want to follow your tradition, you can do that with some normal gestures and in a simple and easy manner. I feel